Good morning, YouTube family. I pray that all is well. I pray that God continue to bless all of you and to keep you. Today is Saturday, the 9th day of January 2021. I wish everyone have a blessed weekend. I pray that y'all be safe. Continue to wear your mask. Continue to wash your hands and to continuously adhere to your state and local officials in regards to staying safe. Okay? Enough about that. Today is pretty much affirmation 9 because this is the 9th day of the new year. Once again, Happy New Year to everyone. I know New Year has already passed, but it's still a new year. You understand? My 9th affirmation is this on hashtag 2021 goals and hashtag setting goals. To make redeeming the time a priority. I cannot afford to waste time on my purpose, vision, and goals. I cannot afford to waste time on my purpose, vision, and goals. When we consider redeeming the time is to make the most of your opportunities to make sound wisdom choices in your life. Time is precious to us. When we think of the word time is the Greek word called chronos. What is chronos? This is where we get the word chronologic. It means intervals of time, meaning measurements of time. When you look at the clock, it looks like a round measure. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Have you ever seen a ruler that has the numbers and it has lines to it? Time is like that, with numbers and little measurements that indicates the minutes, like a ruler, but it's round, but it's intervals of time. When it comes to our time, we got to walk in wisdom. This is the time that we have to walk in wisdom. This is the time that when we consider wisdom, we got to be careful on how we live, how we conducted ourselves, our behavior. This is the time that when it comes to wisdom, and I'm not preaching in the ancient text in the book of Proverbs somewhere, it says wisdom is the principal thing. This is the time that we got to use wisdom rightly, correctly. We got to be careful how we walk. Because when you think of the word, when we consider the word redeem, the word redeem means to buy back or to gain possession of it. Because when it comes to time, God gives us time to redeem, to purchase back. Sometimes we can waste time. The word procrastination is interesting to note that procrastination is the Greek word called chronos tribiro, which means time wasted or time wasters. We don't want to be procrastinators to waste time when it comes to our purpose, visions, and goals. When God gives us wisdom in the intervals of time, the measurements of time, we got to be good stewards of the time that God has granted us. God has given us the opportunity with time to fulfill our purpose, our destiny, our visions, and goals here on this life, because time is of the essence. So when it comes to time, God is giving us free will with our time to make good, sound decision here on this earth, because we only have but a short time. We only have but a short time, and we cannot use time to waste. We got to use time wisely. We got to make the most of our opportunity. We got to make the most of our opportunity with time. Make the most of our opportunity of time that is meaningful, not meaningless. We can waste time on certain activities that are not meaningful. And when you look back in retrospect, we find out that we did not use time wisely. We had squandered time. We will be the prodigal sons and daughters in terms of how we squandered our time, not doing something meaningful. And when you look back in retrospect and said, I wish I could have achieved this. I wish I could have achieved that. Now is the appointed time. Another Greek word for time is kairos. What does kairos means? Is the appointed time. Is God's appointed time. God has given us the appointed time now to fulfill our purpose and destiny. Even when things are chaotic that we had experienced the past couple of days, but the craziness that went on at the Capitol. You have a consensus of folks had wasted time because of a propaganda that stroked their ego for so long, to the degree where they waste time and storm in the Capitol and not respecting the institutions here on the earth. That's called stupid wasting time. We got to use our time that is meaningful, not time for black propaganda, not time for insurrection, dissension. We got to use our time wisely. That was meaningless, what happened at the Capitol. It wasn't fulfilling. We got to use our time. We got to make the most of our opportunity, when it comes to redeeming time, rather than to waste our days on frivolous pursuits that leaves no lasting imprint. Because number 45, had left a frivolous, lasting imprint. And that's going to be down in the annals of time, how he has shaped the presidency. And we don't want to take a page book of that. The ancient text instructs us that we have to be diligent about doing good. We got to use our time to do good. So we got to be careful how we use time and how we live, how we conduct ourselves, and how we apply God's principles in our lives each and every day. So that is my words for you today. We cannot use every opportunity to do what is evil. We got to do what is good. So that's my admonishment to you. That is my affirmation of today. So we got to use time thoughtfully, practically, and principally, okay? Shabbat Shalom is Hebrew. I wish you peace. In other words, I pray you peace on the Sabbath. I love you all. Let's redeem the time. Take care.